Carmichael Man is a swimming pool, 4 years old. It has not yet passed inspection.
And he thinks it won't pass because it's leaking, so he called Kurtis.
Well, this one has caused a headache to everybody involved, including us. It's a classic case of he said, he said. The customer blames the business blames the customer. So what's going on here?
It was wonderful. Loved it.
At first, Bob Dixon enjoyed the pool. He paid Advance Pools $31,000 to install. This goes way back to 2006. But by the spring of 2007, he says the concrete pad that holds his pool pumps started sinking in the soil.
When the equipment pad had chipped and caused a leak.
Advance Pools replaced the pad, but advised Bob the drainage system in his yard was the problem and that he'd be responsible for correcting that. But since then, Bob says he's had problems with everything from the sweep to a leaky light fixture. The company says they took care of those, even though they didn't have to, out of good customer service. Now, 4 years after the project started, Bob thinks his pool is leaking.
And I'm concerned that either the pool could sink or pop out of the ground.
Hovering over this project is the fact the year-long building permit expired back in 2007, before the county inspector could sign off on the pool.
And it was ready for its inspection.
The president of Advance Pools says way back in October of '06, well before the permit expired, he scheduled the inspection with the building department. But the inspector could not find Bob's house. Although getting a project approved is the contractor's responsibility, Advance Pools says Bob has ignored his 3 letters to reschedule the inspection.
So we sent a series of several letters to him saying you have to grant us accesses.
This past June, Bob paid more than $600 to renew his permit, and the county inspector finally came out to inspect his pool. The inspector found some landscaping issues and noted a possible leak.
It's hard to figure out who's responsible.
Rick Lopes with the contractors board says with so much time elapsed, it's tough to pinpoint who's to blame for what. But if this doesn't get resolved, the building inspector could place a lien against the property.
If they ever try to sell that property, there's going to be a cloud on the title.
So this remains a mess. As for that leak, since we've gotten involved, the company has been out 5 times looking for that leak. They can't find it. Bob refuses to hire a third-party company to search for the leak. He did file a complaint with the contractors board several years back. The state dismissed the case in 2008 for insufficient evidence. At this point, if he thinks he can prove his case, he could always take the contractor to court. And if you have a consumer problem you can't resolve, maybe we can. Call the hotline Monday through Friday, or you could always go to CBS13.com, click on Call Kurtis, and fill out our form.